Hey there. I thought about sharing another experience, and this experience is a while back. Uh, this was before meeting Darius, but I was kind of practicing meditating. I was following Alamus Saint Germain at the time in Crimson Circle, and as I was kind of doing his meditations and breathing and walking in nature and things like that, I remember yeah, an accident happened and I broke this bone right here. So my skin was kind of fell down. So I rushed to hospital to fix it. And as I was there, I think I was there for maybe 4 days because you need to arrive. I arrived quite late, and then in the morning, doctor need to see, and then he needs to find time or. So it took, I think, 4 days. So I was having some rough days. I was in pain. I was having a lot of injections and things like that. I didn't like it, but and yeah, like I try to to be strong, to not have any, not take any medications, or nothing. But when they kind of put me to sleep to do the operation, then they did something in this mask, and I just passed out. So as I was there, I felt vulnerable because of the incident. And I remember I was a little bit tired as well about life because at the time I was doing my stuff, but I was at work. There was a lot of people, a lot of noise, a lot of pressure. After work, you have family, friends, your hobbies. So that was still there at the time. And yeah, one particular night in the hospital, one of the nights, I somehow kind of popped out of my body and I started floating. This was like in the middle of the night, kind of dream state. Somehow I something triggered, and then I started floating. And I remember I was in the hospital. I was flying around. I was finding a way to escape from the hospital. And I remember I found a window open, so I just went out from the window, and it was like now I'm going, you know. I was ready, so my intention was like to leave, to watch up, and like I want to go there. And as I was putting this intention, I was going, but I hit the firmament, not like a watery thing. It was more like this swimming balloon. They're very not so much weight. You play with the colors. It's like in the say you kind of like a balloon. You hit a balloon and you just come back. I was very light as well, but I was hitting this firmament, but it was like when I was coming back. I was doing it many times, but I just couldn't pass through. And I remember getting frustrated out of the body as well, like what's going on. And I was a bit kind of. I felt like I really was in prison then because I couldn't pierce through. Everything was kind of you're blocked, you're here. I was getting this understanding. Where are you trying to go? You know, you're not ready or something like that. But you know, these kind of feelings because when you go, you somehow have some connection. And then when I came back, I was like, I didn't make much of it. I was feeling amazing. I remember. Uh, Not maybe super bliss, but I felt amazing during that time. And I think the other side was extra loving in a sense when you kind of experience those kind of incidents. I think many people can relate to this. for me it's like that every time I really like have experienced something. They are like very on me just to comfort me and yeah, to let me know they are there, that I'm loved. Even even when I am like the worst enemy of myself. At the time, especially, I hadn't done so much inner work like intense, so I had a lot of garbage on me, and that's why I understood as well that I just couldn't pierce through. When you go on the other side, you need somehow you need to kind of be a little bit clean somehow, because you're meeting pure beings, And here comes me with all this crap, and I'm like, hello, is there a table for me there? So yeah, that's how I understood it, and at the same time, like, where do you think you're going? Uh, you're not ready, but I tried to, yeah, do everything just to, yeah. At the time, I was a bit tired of this life. I was want to go home. I couldn't fit. They were like, when you wake up, it's difficult, especially at the start, to yeah, be around people, around work at the same time, do this. It hurts. It hurts. Not like I was doing. Sometimes it's okay, but not like every time, every day, at the same time. One foot here, one foot there. It gets very bumpy. And you're frustrated, you're irritated, that you don't know, you try to be positive, but in the long run, you have no chance. You will get sucked dry. Your triggers, the people will say the right words in the right time, especially those close to you. But yeah, consciously, unconsciously, the triggers are there. So yeah, that was the experience, and I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe some of you have similar experiences. At least what I got from my experience, that I wasn't ready then. When I'm trying to pierce through, I couldn't go. I was coming right back at the time, but now, after I've been releasing a lot through working with Darius, I've been able to have so many more experiences, and it's easy just to pierce through to the other side. And most of my experiences have been on the other side, not in this first realm here. So yeah, do your inner work. If you have comfort too long, somebody will trigger you somewhere, because they up there, they will make sure you're clean, cleansed when you go there, when you're ready to go there. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this one, and see you in the next one.